a very beautiful and amazingly attractive client of mine waved her ring finger at me, showing off her gorgeous engagement ring. I was so happy for her because she'd been divorced for many years and was looking for a man who loved her for herself. I congratulated her and I asked her, have you checked to see if you're compatible with your fiancé? She looked puzzled. She said, no, I have not. I asked her, have she checked to see what is his marriage vision? Again, she was puzzled and she said, no. Then I asked her about other things she should have checked to see if she's marrying the right person, and she had not checked any of them. Why would a beautiful, attractive, intelligent, highly educated woman not have done her homework to make sure she marries the right person? Well, believe it or not, this is very common. This encounter with her prompted me to make this video and share with you the 5 easy steps to marry the right person. Hi, this is Amir, author of Rapid Recovery from Back and Neck Pain and Vanquish Stress. For more than 30 years, as a health coach and a life coach, I've helped my clients with many aspects of their lives, including marrying the right person. Because as I explained in Rapid Recovery from Back and Neck Pain, an unhappy marriage can be a great source of tension and pain, both emotionally and physically. So follow the steps presented in this video and avoid ending up in an unhappy marriage and in a lot of pain. So let's begin with the first step to marry the right person so that I can have a loving, happy, and fulfilling marriage. Step 1 is your marriage vision. Marriage vision means what is most important to you in a marriage. What is that? So there are some questions I'm going to present to you that will help you formulate that, because you have to be clear what kind of marriage do you want before you actually get into it, so that you realize this is what you wanted and can be really happy. So question number 1, what do I expect my marriage will give me emotionally, mentally, physically, and spiritually? Question number 2, how do I want my life to be like with my future spouse? Question number 3, what has to absolutely happen to make me feel like I'm in a happy marriage? And number 4, how do I know it has happened? For example, for number 3, you might say, well, I know I'm in a happy marriage when I feel loved. How do I know it's happened? It's happened because my spouse tells me every day, I love you. Now, once you answer those questions, once you write your own marriage vision, talk to your future spouse to write their own. And then you can compare or combine them and come up with a joint marriage vision statement. This will help you both be focused and clear about what kind of marriage you want and work toward making it happen continuously for a lifetime. Step number 2, caring behaviors. These are things your spouse will do for you to make you feel loved and cared for. So write down what are some of the behaviors that make you feel loved and cared for when you're tired, when you're stressed, after a long day at work, or whatever the situation may be that be challenging for you. Now I have a list that I put together. Sometimes you just need some space and some quiet time. So that would be one thing that your spouse can give you. Sometimes a cup of tea or coffee, a bouquet of flowers, a shoulder massage, a heart-to-heart hug, or a hug. All of these can make you feel loved and cared for. Once you have your list ready, ask your future spouse to write theirs. This will take guesswork and frustration out of the relationship and help both of you feel loved and cared for in your marriage. Step number 3, compatibility. So important to be compatible. If you're not compatible in how you think, how you view life, what you eat, and so many other aspects of your life, it's going to be difficult living together. And it's okay, there are going to be differences. Even your best friends aren't compatible with you 100%. So what you want to do is find out as much compatibility or common things between you and your future spouse, so that you'll be happy most of the time. There's going to be differences. There's going to be some things you have to compromise, some things not going to be 100% the way you like it in any relationship, especially in a marriage. But this is the opportunity to learn what are you compatible with. So some categories that are listed here. There's a lot more you can find online. For example, your diet, hobbies, things that you enjoy to do together. How about your values? You share the values, or what kind of books you read, or movies you like to watch, and sports. I don't know if you're into sports or not. And then your social life, what kind of social life you expect. If faith or religion important to you, what kind of faith this person follow? Or are they religious? What kind of religion do they follow? How about politics? If politics is a very important issue for you, and they're exactly on the opposite side of the spectrum, there might be lots of heated arguments. So you want to make sure about that. And what about your future? Are you planning to have kids? If you already have kids, what's going to be the future of this blended family together? How about their schooling? Do you want public school? Do you want private school? Do you want religious school? Do you want homeschool? And how about their faith? Again, what faith do you want to bring them up if you are from two different faiths? And finances. How do you handle finances? That's probably one of the biggest issues between couples. How are you going to deal with money? So all of these steps that you take helps you to be marrying someone that's compatible. Perhaps two very good questions to ask are, what is your routine now that you're not married, from the time you wake up to the time you sleep? And what do you expect your routine to be when you get married? Then you have a better picture of expectations of each other when you are married. And the difference is going to make from your routine right now. Step 4, you ready? Step 4 is personality traits. Nothing like when two well-adjusted, happy people with very little or no negative mental and emotional habits and traits marry and build a happy life. To discover what negative mental or emotional habits or traits you may have, go to my website, fredamir.com. Click on the homepage on TMS questionnaire. It'll show you a list of traits that you rate, and it determines if you are somebody who worries a lot, who has a lot of negative thoughts, who is perfectionist, who may be living in the past all the time in their mind. And all of these can unfortunately weigh down your relationship with yourself and with others. It prevents you from being a very happy person. And it's best to clear those and take care of those before you get married, or as much as you can. And once you go through this survey, once you fill out the questionnaire, go ahead and ask your future spouse to do the same thing. If they're open to it. Some people are not. If they're open to it, tell them, I want to see where you are in this. Let's get together and start working on those, preferably before you get married. The more positive, happy, optimistic you are, the better. And the solution to some of the issues you find is in my book, Vanquish Stress. Vanquish Stress. So what Vanquish Stress does, it gives you specific steps that can help you to turn around the negative thought patterns, the worrying, the perfectionism, and all those negative traits that can have a negative impact on your life. Again, all of this, figuring out your marriage vision, figuring out your caring behaviors, figuring out compatibility, and reducing or eliminating negative personality traits can really help bring you two together as you work on it together. Isn't that beautiful? Getting married to somebody you have such great close mental and emotional connection as well. The last step I highly recommend after all of these is seeing a marriage counselor. Very important to work with an experienced counselor, go through premarital counseling. And a good counselor will help you communicate better, will help you with conflict resolution, and other skills you need to build a strong, happy marriage. So now you have 5 easy steps to help you marry the right person and create a loving, caring, wonderful, amazing, and fulfilling marriage. I hope this information was helpful to you. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.